Holy mackerel. Locate biome sulfur caves. Let me go on spectator, check this out. I'll go upsies. Uppity, 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 uppity. Right, middle of nowhere. Okay, not bad, not bad. You know, I have played around with this stuff. I have actually played around with this stuff quite a bit, but I never really played in survival with any of this. Where are the cubes? I'm pretty sure the cubes are supposed to be. This makes you dizzy, I'm pretty sure. Or doesn't? Yep, nausea. Nope, I hate that. Okay, I have another one here. And then it goes nowhere. Wow. Right, so they've added sulfur blocks, right? Where is it? Building blocks, sulfur, cinema. Sulfur blocks, the whole lot of sulfur. Wow, okay. Got like this. Oh, I've never... Okay. I'm pretty sure there's some more stuff. And then there's also the cinnabar thing. So they have polished. Yeah, all that. There's more blocks, but okay, yeah, this is cool. I like that. Wait, so what does a sulfur cube look like with that? Okay. And I'm pretty sure if you yeah, this might be... Okay, it's very... I need to lower the volume. Wow. I don't know if I'll get you the friends. You can use your friends list to receive. So okay, that does that. If I give it... I'm pretty sure this scales with the damage output, right? Yep. Yep. It does. It definitely does. And then if I go... Boop, and you need shears to take... Yeah, you need shears to take it out. And... Yeah, okay. So if I do this... This should make it extra bouncy. Oh, mama. Okay. I'm pretty sure the slightest hit should do the trick. Wait, let me... Yep. Just gonna... Oh, wait, can't I just like...
A few moments later.
Now, the way it goes is... Hit them with the wind charging. Now they all have it. Poison them. You don't make him miss. And now all I have to do is this. Yeah. And those fly back down. Yeah, didn't they add TNT? I'm pretty sure they did, right? TNT. I saw it in the trailer and I have not played around with it. Huh. Okay. And if I... Okay. Alright. Sword and a bow. So if I do... what's it? Fire aspect and then... Wait, so does fire aspect ignite it? It does! Wait, why am I worried? I'm in creative. That is a very long fuse. So what about flame? Okay. Okay, so I think it's does redstone do it as well? Redstone, and then the block also does. If I get this and then just place it like here, does it work? Now it's enabled. You don't work? What are this? That works. Let me just grab sulfur thingy. Boom, boom. Now it's activated. If I push this guy. Interesting. That doesn't work? You know, you think that would work, because yeah, okay, now because that's there, that works, right? Right. Basic redstone does work. How about okay, yeah. I think we get the idea behind the sulfur cube. Now there's also the guy what do you need? Sulfur no, not this. What's the thing called? Potent sulfur, a water bucket, lava. I'm gonna get this glass real quick. Fairly certain the arrangement is something like this. Put the lava underneath, you put this here, and then you put yeah. And then it pushes you up. But then based on, I think there's 4 levels to it.
A few moments later.
Yeah, so different levels have different bubble. I think it's like 20 blocks or something. This is what, 4? I need fireworks to just clarify. No, when you use that makes sense. When you use fireworks, it goes straight through. But what if I do like a run up? Does it work or? Okay, it does push you up a little bit if you catch it right. Otherwise, it doesn't really do much. No, but yeah, there's also supposed to be naturally generating ones. I think I have to summon that. Please feature. Was it sulfur spring? Yeah, like this. So kind of like this, and they have different sizes too. As well as you can see, if I just pop a few of these around here, these are apparently indicators to the fact that this actually looks really cool. Oh. Mojang, you have outdone yourself. But yeah, you'll have this, and there's supposed to be a timer. If you put magma underneath, right? Yeah, so like that. It's much louder. Is there magma? I need to check. Yeah. So you put magma underneath it, and that'll give you like a randomized spring versus lava, which will give you constantly activated spring. So if I get a dispenser and then plop it like right here, I need a button and a bucket. Stick a bucket in there. No, brother. Brother. There we go. Bucket, and then yeah, so that's off, and now it's on again. Yeah, so that is a toggleable geyser. Is it geyser or is it geyser? So the sulfur stuff, the cinnabar is definitely a good. Like, I like this red. The red is very nice. You put this with yeah. Can you like hold on? But ooh. Yeah, the gradient is actually pretty good. And besides the caves, the springs, and these will spawn in the overworld apparently. Like, full-on spring fields can spawn in the overworld, which is not spring fields, but if there's a cave that, you know, breaches the surface, like this over here. If there's a sulfur cave underneath, and it comes up to the surface, these springs will spawn. I've seen pictures of it. I'll put them up on screen if I can. They look like that. Which is honestly real. I can actually do that. Wait. A whole new world. Right. Oh, I did not notice that. What is that? That's toxic. No, not that way. Yo, this gives me like that Alex's Caves vibe all of a sudden with the toxic caves and stuff. This is mad. Look at that. Yo, I've never actually done this, so this is my first reaction to it. But wow. That is pretty cool, actually. And then if I go in the caves, it's bigger, I'm guessing. Yeah, these columns and everything. Oh, yo. Chest. It's supposed to spawn in a minecart chest if... Wait, does it spawn in this? Nope. Minecart chests if they spawn in mine shafts, which are generated with these caves, should have the disc. There's a new music disc. I haven't heard it. So we're gonna find out together. Finger spit bounce. Like... Jukebox is on. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to the whole thing, otherwise I got copyrighted. Anyways, bye!